Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. All right, guys, here's our first look at this offense today. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams...
Open runway ahead. He's inside the 40. Tackled, but he has a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. He looks that one in nicely. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Okay, ready? Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Powers. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass.
I tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up for it.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And this figures to be just a tremendous matchup of big play receivers, Jesse.
And because of their skills, Reese, you're going to see all types of ways in how they use them, right? They're going to throw it to them. They'll throw screens. They'll get jet sweeps. Get these guys as many touches as you can.
Well, and the good thing is, if you're a defense, you're used to it. You see this guy in practice every day. Now you're seeing another guy that's elite. Which defense can rise to the challenge and get a few stops and maybe nullify the playmaker?
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. He does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. And he's knocked down.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football there. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
cut there. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Rebels will hustle to the line. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his man. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking for room. It's Slater. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's loose. He's at the 40. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. He caught it! Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. They're just about ready to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football game.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Looking to throw, it's Maddox. Got his man on the outside. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Rebels moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake. He's got him along the sidelines. Beautiful footwork for the first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Man, you could tell quarterbacks and wide receivers nowadays, they're so in sync. They understand so much of the details of watch the receiver go deep, sell it, and then sit down. That ball's out, making its way to the wide receiver. Nice pitch, nice catch.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. He wants to throw here on second down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Got room at the 35. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Rebels have pushed it inside the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Gets rid of it. He's got it on the run. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels! Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Stanford is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet.
Motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. Puts him in the spin cycle. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you. You're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him in second and manageable. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. And, guys, this is a great time to take a shot if you want on second and short. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Off he goes. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
How many ways can I get to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge.
Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Trying to take it back. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
If you're laser focused on defense and you're dialed into the quarterback and you're breaking on the football when he throws, you get a lot of tips, you get a lot of deflections, and then it just happens to bounce to your guy, and your guy does the rest, takes it all the way back to the house. Big play by this defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you could really get dangerous in this ballgame.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. To the air, it's Maddox. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense...
And he's got it! Touchdown, Rebels!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Just under half a minute to go before the break. They'll take over 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. This could have the earmarks of a wasted drive if they don't come up with something on 2nd down from the 13. He's looking to throw. Showing the arm straight down the left side.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Brings it in down the left side. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he's in for the score. Touchdown.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and you're like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Lining up for the PAT. And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they could not have finished with more style. An 87-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll run it from the gun. Open space at the 25. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. We're ready to get it started here in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wants to throw. It's Maddox. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on first down. After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Trying to find his man on first down. Going to try to get it himself.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. And he does a really good job at the quarterback spot and not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Coming after him. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, it's 3rd and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on 4th down.
The Rebels decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Give to the running back. Barishnikov should be so sweet. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin side. My goodness.
How about that play by the speed back? You hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. Let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him, and then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. He picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line. Trying to pick it up on the ground.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Back to throw, it's Maddox. Swings it out to his running back. And more yards after contact. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. Give to the back.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Rebels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Going up top on 1st down. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late.
42 Spider.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. A 1st down for the offense. Touch pass on the right. Nothing but green ahead. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown. Late in the game, and the confidence is building. If only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
Ready to try the point after. The snap. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws them to within a field goal. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Power football with the run. Across the 25, he's got room. The expressway is wide open. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
You see it in football all the time, right? I get a matchup on the outside. You want to try to play man coverage? I'm going to let my wide receiver try to go up and make a play. A lot of times the wide receiver wins. Not this time.
Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Back to throw, it's Maddox. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. He wants to throw. Got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Go straight ahead. And he's dragged down.
Right, and you ran that 3rd down play, and you knew 4th down was coming. You didn't score. What were you going to run? You're on the 2-yard line. It's your decision. Do you want to be aggressive? Do you want to take the 3? Your call.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. And the field goal unit stays put. They will try to deliver the haymaker and deck them with a touchdown on 4th and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Around 2 minutes to go, and this offense has a lot of field in front of them if they want to get into scoring. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the...
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out, but If nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can, get out of bounds, or throw that thing away. Can't take negative plays at this point.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. He's looking to throw it. He wants a big play here late. And this will be caught at the 30. All the way in for the touchdown.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Stanford is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet.
And how about that? They pull out the onside kick. They're able to get it down 3 here in the 4th quarter. They're in great position right now to at least tie this game.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Little touch pass to the receiver. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Here on 2nd and short. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a 1st down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 25. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Yeah, way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Here we go.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. A little valley into the end zone for the touchdown.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They might want to consider driving this one through on the ground, get him to touch it, and get that clock running. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the returner will be dragged down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
He's taking a deep shot. In the heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And this defense puts an exclamation point on this one. Brought down after the pick, and time has run out. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.